What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I listen. I am unapologetically a major fan of what happened last year. No, it was this year. It was last year. Whatever. I like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. This was a fantastic movie. This was an amazing movie. This was a movie that knew its target audience, knew what it needed to put out, and was a renowned success for excuse me. It was a renowned success for Nintendo. It was just amazing. It was something that worked really well. Target audience was good, and it was a financial success. It could have done better. Honestly, it probably could have made it to about $2 billion worldwide if it didn't release on digital basically a few months later. Like 2 months later, I think it was. It's been a little while since I saw it, but without a shadow of a doubt, it was a financial success. This broke box office records. This was amazing. And I'm not surprised. It's a beloved franchise. It's a beloved company. It knows what it needs to do, and it knows what its target audience is going to do. And on top of that, Nintendo now has announced the big news that is teaming up with Avia Red for live action The Legend of Zelda film with Maze Runner trilogy West Ball to direct. Now, I'm going to be real honest. Maze Runner trilogy wasn't that great. I only watched one. I liked one, didn't like two, don't even know if I've seen three, if I'm going to be brutally honest here. I have no idea if I've seen the third. So there's that, but it does have Nintendo involved. It has Avia Red involved. I know Avia Red's last movie wasn't the greatest, but also it's still Nintendo heavily involved. So let's go through this. We know what it is. Link jumps to the silver screen, but we're going to come here. Alongside the news that said film was in development, the legendary game maker announced that the project would be produced by the Legend of Zelda series creator and esteemed Nintendo developer Shigeru Miyamoto. So yes, we know Miyamoto is still involved, and I'm probably butchering his name. Shigeru Miyamoto. I'm probably butchering it. I'm going to be honest. I'm awful with names, so there's that. But okay, so he's heavily involved. My understanding is excuse me. God, I'm still coming over the cold. My understanding is that he is also still heavily involved. He was heavily involved in the Mario movie. If he's heavily involved in this, a lot of my worries are non-existent. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it's going to be live action, to be perfectly honest with you. It kind of destroys the whole theory that they were going to do like a cinematic universe. You kind of can't do that. You might be able to, but we'll see where it happens. But let's continue. As well as story, comic book movie producer Avia Red, whose notable credits include such lauded films as Spider-Man 2, Iron Man, and Sony's thus far Spider-Verse duology, which is supposed to be a trilogy. So yeah, you got Spider-Verse, as well as stinkers like X-Men, The Last Stand, Morbius, and Uncharted. So yeah, he has a varied past, let's be honest. But okay, you got Miyamoto, you got Avia Red. This is honestly sounding like a good team up. You also got Wes Ball. I haven't seen his latest movie yet, so there's that. But let's continue. Elaborating on the film's creative team, Nintendo also revealed that Link's live-action adventure would be directed by Wes Ball, whose brief Hollywood filmography includes Stein's helming the Maze Runner trilogy and films, and the soon-to-be-released Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which, yes, it hasn't been released yet. I have no way to criticize it yet, so I'm only doing this off the Maze Runner trilogy. Could have been better. Notably, Sony Pictures, which is also an interesting thing right there, considering how Sony came to be about, was actually breaking away from Nintendo, and they've had a rivalry ever since. So it is interesting that Sony Pictures is the group that they chose to help out with this, and will also be the entertainment in group that they're putting this out through. So there is that. Sony Pictures will also have a hand in bringing the Legend of Zelda film to fruition, as it will be co-financed by Nintendo and Sony Pictures Entertainment Inc., with more than 50% financed by Nintendo. So there is that. I think they only are using Sony Pictures because they view it as historically Japanese, even though it's more of an American-based company right now. Probably using it solely to help bring it over here to the States, with them still having more control. With them, Nintendo flipping basically 50%, over 50% of the bill. I see them having more control, and I see Sony Picture probably keeping its fingers out as much as possible. Fingers crossed there. Seriously, fingers crossed that Sony Pictures don't get involved. As a part of this partnership, Sony will also handle the film's eventual theatrical distribution. That's the main reason I think they're teaming up with Sony, is just to help bring it out to the States. That's the main thing. Closing out the press release, Nintendo proudly beamed by producing visual contents of Nintendo IP by itself. Nintendo is creating new opportunities to have people from around the world to access the world of entertainment, which Nintendo has built through a different means apart from its dedicated game consoles. By getting deeply involved in the movie production with the aim to put smiles on everyone's faces through entertainment, the developer concluded, Nintendo will continue its efforts to produce unique entertainment and deliver it to as many people as possible. And you know what? After the success of Super Mario Bros., and I know I haven't seen it yet, we have Javier Red. You have a okay director, not great, okay director. Sony Pictures is, it seems to just mainly be dealing with the distribution process. I'm curious where it's going to go. We got to see castings, of course. I got to know what the story is going to be focusing on. Are we going to go straight into like building up Ganondorf? Are we going to do Ganon? How are we doing this? Are we doing Link to the Past? So on and so forth. Like there's all sorts of areas you could go on this. Plus, it is gonna be kind of weird to have a silent protagonist. So you're gonna have to, honestly, Link is gonna have to be like, I'm trying to think of the words here. Link is gonna have to be portrayed by somebody that can carry a film just by his facial expressions alone. This is gonna be acting to the max, just off facial expressions, just off of and we're ignoring the Sega CD games. We're outright ignoring those. And the animated show. Those never happened. Moving on. We also had a wonderful series of tweets from Miyamoto himself, which I do want to go over real quick. Addressing fans through the official Nintendo Twitter account, shortly after the project's announcements, Miyamoto himself detailed, I have been working on the live-action film The Legend of Zelda for many years now with Javier Red-san, who has produced many mega-hit films. I have asked Avi-san to produce this film with me, and we have now officially started. He started the development of the film with Nintendo itself heavily involved in the production, he added. It will take time until it's complete, but I hope you look forward to seeing it. And that's where it all ends. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really curious what they're going to do with this. Little disappointed it's not going to continue with the CG aspect, and we probably won't get the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Maybe for the best as well. But we got to wait for castings. We got to wait for ideas from that. I know a lot of people probably want Tom Holland to be Zelda. Honestly, probably would work. Just being honest here. Probably would work. Tom Holland has that femboy look. So yeah, a little elfish. Who knows where this is going to go. But all in all, I am 100% fine with this, and I'm curious where we're going to go, and I'm curious what you guys are thinking about all this. Please let me get your thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, and I'll see you all on the next one, and please check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. What's going on, guys? Listen, I don't know about you, but I like to indulge in some of the liquids of fun times, okay? And oftentimes I wake up the next day with a headache and stuff like that. And to be honest, the only way that truly helps cure these
morning blues, as I would call them, would be coffee. And you know who puts out good coffee, guys? CoffeeBrandCoffee.com. Listen, Coffee Brand Coffee is an American-based company. It was founded by the Quartering. He's going out there. He just wants to sell you coffee. He doesn't want to sell you a political opinion. He doesn't care what your politicals are. He doesn't even care what your cultural opinions are, okay? He just wants to come out here and sell good American coffee sourced here in the States. It is all fantastic and amazing. You have 4,000 verified reviews. Most of them are 5-star, 4-star. People are loving this. And I don't blame them, because when you take a look at some of these flavors, you got bourbon flavored coffee. God dang, that sounds amazing. You got Gunpowder Green Tea. I like the boom boom sticks, and I want to know what's going on right there. And when I drink CoCo, I haven't drank it in a while due to the keto diet, trying to lose some weight. But when I do drink CoCo or anything like that, I like some sweetness, I like some richness, and I like some enjoyability in my CoCo. That's why I'm taking a look over here at this rich caramel CoCo. I mean, just think of how amazing it is. And guys, if you go to Coffee Brand Coffee, which links will be in the description down below, you can use coupon code BACKTACO, one word, BACKTACO, and you can get 10% off your purchase. That's coffeebrandcoffee.com, coupon code BACKTACO.